it is I, Recrew, the one with the paws. Welcome back to some Final Fantasy IX. First, I want to do something before we actually start the main quest. And I wanted it to be a part of the main episodes, because, yeah. Last episode, all we did was some side stuff, so for those of you who only want to watch the main plot, you didn't really miss much. But there is a optional scene here. So, we're gonna do that. You need to have Dagger in your party. I don't need to do that. Head back to the room where Ayoko's treasure was. Look at that. That was weird. Anyway, I wonder who that lady was. I'm gonna recognize her. If only she had something to identify herself with. So I think it's after you see them. On depart again. Take Dagger out of the party and Amaranth. Then something should happen. If we go back. Okay. Oh, she just ran away. Okay. What are you doing here? I tried getting back to the Mist Continent, but Fossil Route was blocked. Oh my god, she's been stranded. Oh. This poor woman. She has not been home ever since our encounter here. She's had to live among Moogles, or goblins, or the Black Mages. Oh my god. I became so weak after wandering around for days, and the Moogles here rescued me. That's when I realized I've been so selfish all my life. It's so wonderful living with Moogles. I haven't thought about money once since I've been here. I'm glad I lost our last fight. You know, I saw some works that might need something in the small room over there. Alright, there we go. Alright. There's something carved on it. Time moves forward once, time moves backwards once. 9 is the last number, it is also the first. Movement of time. Is it talking about a clock forward is clockwise and backward is clockwise? So, for those of you who explore the Adolin Wall, you notice that you move around it like a circle, kinda like a clock. That is what it is referring to. So we want to go to the wall for a nice little secret. Alright, so here at the Adolin Wall, what you want to do is move clockwise. You want to keep doing this until you hear a ding. Like that. And you go counterclockwise. And you'll hear another ding. So you want to keep doing this until the 9th ding. And you want to change directions every time you do it. 3. And you get to look at all the pretty pictures while you go by, and check out Necron, who has pretty much his only backstory here. We'll get to that in a moment. Yay. HP, MP restored, status effects removed. Now, from here, you want to examine every painting. Fear not the power of the summon magic, the ones who use it. Greed and instability endlessly repeat old mistakes. Will omniscience set us free? This is where the fault lines collide. Listen to the planet's heartbeat, breathe slowly, and calm your mind. Let memories return to you. Memories shape time, time overlaps. Overlap becomes our memory, memories construct time. History repeats itself, we must stand in the flows and understand the world. Such is the goal of our tribe. The legend of the Eidolons. We discovered Eidolons by researching legends documented from around the world. The thunder god Ramu is one of those legends. Some theorize that the Eidolons were created from the legends and not the other way around. What's that one? The first Eidolon discovered, Shiva. Shiva took the form of a young girl when she was first discovered. She now appears as a grown woman. The Eidolons adapt their forms to the time and culture in which they appear. Shiva illustrates this theory. In certain areas, Shiva is depicted as a snow fairy. This cannot be verified since the only written document that remains is in the Summoner Village. People associate Shiva with the snow fairy. Why she changes forms remains a mystery. Hello, Necron. When the arrogant one summoned a power that could not be controlled, holy judgment was passed. The jewel of this village must serve as a reminder of the day we had to leave our country. Interesting. Some people say this is supposed to be Alexander, but I don't see it. It was especially obvious back when I noticed it episodes ago now, back when we were here for the plot. Like, this is absolutely Necron. And that is the best backstory in-game you get for him. The Ultimatum covers it a little bit more, but I'll throw in some details for him later. Necron absolutely needs to be fleshed out, because symbolically, I like the idea of Necron. I really do. But it's such an anticlimactic and shoehorned in final boss. But he has such potential. Like, this is the Eidolon that reached out to Kuja. And at the very end. And it's like, come on. Like, give us a scene where Kuja discovers Necron when we first enter the final dungeon or something. And he's like, oh my god, I can use this power and destroy reality, like something. But, oh well. Anywho, Ifrit still can't be examined. That's weird. We repeated the mistake our ancestors made 500 years ago. We failed an attempted summon at the foot of the Yifa tree. The area surrounding the tree was unaffected, but we sealed the area that they would have done 500 years ago. So, Leviathan. Ayako, my lovely child, until you turn 16 and have your own Eidolon to your control, stay in this village. Then build strong friendship with others. I wish for your happiness from far away. Hello, Figmere. Ayako, you are a treasure born to a dying village. We are dying, and there is little we can do for you. Depressing. We shall return to the stars with one wish in mind. The legends are not born of Eidolons, and the Eidolons but born of legends. Let us leave this place with one wish. If we can give birth to a legend, it shall create an Eidolon that is friend and protector of humans. Wait, is that Fenrir? Or is that Medivh? Interesting. It's Fenrir. This information is yet to be confirmed, but there was an eyewitness account of previously undiscovered Eidolon. It was witnessed in Gaza. If there's an Eidolon that can exist outside of our legends, our theory would no longer hold true. But maybe there are other tribes that have legends of their own. Interesting. So if you did that right... Yeah. Ifrit has to be the last one, so it's locked out until you examine all of them. I survived the storm. I wonder if you two are okay. I see the two of you smile every time I close my eyes. I imagine I see you when I open my eyes. I have a mortal wound. I won't be able to wait for you very long. I regret being so unemotional for all these years. I'm writing down everything here in the hope that you'll read it someday. To my dearest wife Jane, although we fought many times, and I may not have shown my affection enough, I love you very much. To my beloved daughter, Sarah, my life changed when you were born. You made me happy. These are the things I want you to know. Sarah and Jane, the two that escaped from the storm. That can only be Dagger, Princess Garnet. Her birth name is Sarah, and her mother's name was Jade. And you should get an achievement pop if you are doing this for the first time on the PS4 version. Probably Steam too. I already have it, so it did not pop. But yeah! Well hidden. Very well hidden. If you want to be super cool, you can go to Naming Way and change Dagger's name into Sarah, but we're not gonna do that. Alright, so that being said, it is now officially time to progress the main plot. And we will be working on a side quest during the entirety of it, so expect a lot of cuts back and forth. It is a tedious side quest, but it is a side quest I believe some people are not aware of. So, all we gotta do is fly to the Yifa tree. There is one final dive spot we are supposed to grab before we do the Chocobo Paradise. I totally forgot about it. So I must have looked like a fool in the optional side episode. It is where the Shimmering Island used to be. Should be around here, yeah. If I remember right, it does not show bubbles, though. So about maybe here? I've got plenty of dead peppers to keep trying, obviously, but how cool would it be to get it first try? Damn. There it is. 10 Aquamire. Ultima Weapon. Maximilian. Invincible card. Okay, now we are going to progress to main plot, I promise. How funny would it be if we just flew there with our Chocobo? I don't think you can do that. Could find out. Nah. I'm sure it wouldn't work. Where's my ship? Oh. Alright. So. Oh. Good thing I did this. No, not on you. So. Switch. Amaranth. OCD. We have Zidane ultimate weapon. Okay. You all saw that, right? Like, it just said it was gonna be weaker for a moment, right? Was I not hovering? I guess I'll find out on the recording. Wait, so does that mean... it messed up the brave suit as well, that one? I mean, okay, I guess I'll find out when I do view the footage. That was so weird. Alright, we are now departing, and we are heading to the EU factory. Whee! Go, go, go! Enter question mark? Yes. Yes, we will. And we get a lovely FMV for it. It's been a while since we've been to the tree. Never thought it would be important again, did you? And it looks like he is sicking all of his dragons on us. Kinda feels less special now that we know there's a million of them. Like when he just had the one silver dragon, or Nova dragon, rather. It felt special, but now it's kinda like whatever. Wait, who's this? What? We're not alone. Dear God. Who could it be? Coming to the rescue. Coming to assist us. Why, it's Sid! Baku, Marcus, Blanc. That's where they are. Can't let you guys steal the show by yourselves. Uncle Sid? Why? How did he know to show up here? Probably because of Baku. He loves big showdowns. Now, let's lose those dragons. Into the purple. Oh no. What? Why, that's the red rose. Does that mean Beatrix? General Beatrix, our ship is going to burst. Do not fret, your captain is about to enter Valhalla. You are Plutonites, now act like one. We all know you came along because you were worried sick about Captain Steiner. Did you say something? Red Rose? Could it be Beatrix? Quite a woman you fell in love with. You're one to talk. Wait a minute, Steiner. What do you mean by that? He runs away. Alright, let's bust through. Sure. I'm fine with busting through a purple void. That sounds fun. I wonder what's inside. Oh, it's a boss battle. One sec. Yeah, so he has a very rare steel, but if we get it, we get it. I'm not concerned. Let's see how much damage she does before... Oh. Yeah, I think we're gonna be fine, guys. Like, I'm gonna steal from him because... thievery, but... it's not a concern. Because we already can synthesize that at the Black Mage Village. Pretty much anything from this point on is gonna be like that. I'll play with you in just a moment, honey. You know I love you. Oh, he actually does some pretty decent damage. Everyone but Quinia has auto-regen. Should probably put that on her at some point. No reason not to not do it, right? Psychokinesis? Oh no! You jerk. Let's teach him a lesson, guys. Alright, well, Freya ran away. Quenya, you teach him a lesson. Oh, mercy. Let's see. A little under 55,000 HP. Oh man, he is just healing us, except for Quenya. We are so overpowered, and we did not even grind. It's so sad how easy the game gets. Just keep jumping, it's fine. I mean, again, I know we did a bunch of chocograms, but even without that, by this point you can just buy everything, too. Take that, you pesky dragon. I'll teach you for being a dragon with bad feet. Huh. I love that death animation, where they flake apart like that. Ooh, cool, don't care. Wind Edge, cool, still don't care. Teleport, teleport, one by one, so we don't repeat. Sci-fi the fly. It's no problem, I warp in from outside before. I guess this is the only exit anyway. We find some magic field outside when we come back. I warp in when I step into magic field outside. Alright, I guess no use worrying. Then we all died. Quenya was the mastermind all along. It was a disintegration ray. What is this place? What? What's wrong, Zidane? Did someone just call my name? No? Oh, okay, I guess Vivi didn't say anything. That's weird. Maybe you're just hearing things. I don't think so. You hear that? I hear nothing. Zidane, can you hear me? Garland. I'm speaking only to you. Why? Garland, what is this place? Memoria, a place of memories. Memories? Yes, your memories brought forth this place. Here you shall witness the entire truth. You have no choice. Now go. What are you talking about? Oh, damn. Connection died. Zidane, what's going on? I don't have to explain myself to you. I'll explain myself to somebody else. You all heard me talking, right? Looks like I was the only one who heard him. I was just talking to Garland. He told me that our memories created this place. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I guess we'll just have to move forward. So, if this isn't interesting about this dungeon, you can remove Zidane from the party. I don't know why you would want to, but you can. And it actually does some interesting things for the final boss. Depending who is in the party, there will be priority on who gets to talk to the final boss. I believe the priority is Zidane, Ayako, Steiner, Dagger, Freya? Oh wait, no, because then I could have this party. So it'd be either Dagger or Vivi. I know it's not Amaranth. Anyway. We might do that. So yeah, this is Memoria. And we are going to immediately want to walk up these steps. Looks like it's forming. Return to the invincible? Yes. So unfortunately, Zidane can only be changed out when you are in Memoria. I think that's really lame. Like, you might as well just let me not. I don't see the reason for this. But yeah, we are gonna immediately leave and head straight to Lindblum. I will see you guys there. Wanna go to the theater district again? Go down here. Head back to our hideout. And... whoa! Nero and Nero aren't here. I better go look. There is 2. So yes, upon entering, you get the second checkpoint. I keep doing that. It is very tedious, but it is not worth it. But we're gonna do it anyway. And we are back, as if nothing had happened. Ooh. Alright, moving on up. This is our save point. We can also change party members with it and use a tent. Oh, isn't there... I didn't want to do that. Yeah, there's... something around here, isn't there? Oh, there it is. Kane's Lance. This is the other weapon that can be considered Freya's ultimate weapon. But it is weaker than the Dragon's Hair. Only slightly, though. So if you never found the Dragon's Hair, which I'm sure a lot of people didn't without a guide of some kind, this is your ultimate weapon. You learn pretty much the best skill in the game if you do the Grand Dragon grind, which we will be doing after we finish up this dungeon. Because it is preparations I need to do for some... I guess I don't need to, but it's the way I like fighting the super boss. Alright. So, moving on. And this room, if I remember right, is somewhere on the stairs. Oh, yeah, that's right. Random battles are a thing. I forgot. There should be a Tetra Ghost Master somewhere in this room. He's just an invisible NPC that you can play Tetra Master with. And there's a few of them in Memoria, actually. And they all have rare cards. And I'm pretty sure it's the only way to get certain cards. So if you're going for a completionist deck, that is what you need to do. We are not going for a completionist deck in this run, but I just want to try and find him and show him off if I can. Wow. Tanky. There we go. Let's say, like, there's no way. See, at the bottom? No? I'm just gonna do this real quick. Ah, there he is. So you cannot talk to him, but you can challenge him. Master Phantom, I am the ghost of a card master long departed. Are you challenging me to a card game? No. You'll run, eh? That's okay. Yeah. Next screen, please. And we move up these stairs. Aw. Battle. Ooh. Oh, shit. Steel. Mercy. Iron Giant. Another staple. I believe he was first encountered in Final Fantasy II. It is a 1 in 64 chance to find him on a particular floor in Pandemonium. Interesting. He is considered a super boss of that game, maybe? I don't remember. So that is his main thing. He likes to drop your HP down to 1. Having auto regen is very useful for that. And as you can see, he lives up to his name. He is very tanky. Not even No Mercy is dealing 5,000. But thankfully, we are still stronger than he. Woohoo! Alright, my notes say there's a weapon here for Zidane. But I didn't put where. Oh. No? Where could it be? Maybe it's the next screen. No, because I think this is for the bosses, right? I mean, do I even want that weapon, though? Because you have all your abilities, right? Yeah. I don't need it. I have literally his best weapon. Eh, whatever. If I find it, I find it. What? Boss battle? As a random encounter? Not exactly. So she might look familiar. This was the Fire Guardian that Freya and Amaranth fought. So we can kinda get to fight him. We meet again. I am one of the kneel before my power. The best thing you can get from her is the Masamune, but we already synthesized it, but also I have his best weapon equipped, so whatever. Mustard bomb. Oh, I'm not actually equipped for anything, am I? Okay. This might be a little bad. We'll just use Mighty Guard then. Play it safe. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Alright, not a big deal. We can work around Mustard Bomb just fine. need to use an Ether, though, for this fight. Genji armor, cool. Go ahead and do some frog drops. Keep doing your stealing. Freya, I want you to get out of there as soon as you can. Not concerned. Because we have very good elemental protection. Couldn't steal anything. Keeping on. That's all we can ask for. Do that a lot sometimes, I notice. Get another attack in, why not? San's just stealing for no reason, why not? And you go ahead and throw a heal down, if not for anything but yourself. And if she was this weak before, no wonder Amaran and Freya had no trouble with her. Ah, crap, another muster. Alright, not a big deal. Oh, it missed. Even better. Thank you for being pathetic, boss, lady. Such good damage. One more no mercy before you need to do something about it. Keep on reflecting. It's not gonna do you any good. It's just a waste of a turn. Oh, mercy. Activate. Ooh. And that's that. It's over. Take this. Raining sword? Oh no! Ouchies. Well, we all live. Nice to see a final attack on a boss. Though, I guess it could be seen as cheap if you weren't healing. Yay, we learned power throw. Whoopity-doo. Okay. So, that being said, we now need to return to Lindblum. That's right. Defeating her is the 3rd checkpoint. Like, seriously. Oh. There it is. Like, that spot just looked so suspicious. Yeah, so it just said 41. I was saying 86 again. Is it because I'm moving too fast? Interesting. And try and enter the hideout again. Whoa! Nero and Nero and Nero aren't here. I better go look. Alright, and that makes 3. So, how are you all today? Hopefully doing dandylicious. Not a whole lot going on with me. Roulette? Oh no, he has roulette. Well, roulette is a skill Quenya can learn, but I don't care for it. as you saw. I believe I mentioned before with the zombies. What it does is selects a random target from enemies and players alike and kills them. That's pretty much it. I cannot think of a situation it is good to use unless you really like gambling, but the payoff isn't worth the risk, so it's hardly gambling to me. Trigger the scene, thank you. Isn't this Alexandria? What is Alexandria Castle doing here? Wah! Oh, I was about to ask why Quinia was here, but I just remembered why. Because Quinia is not reacting. Quinia was not present for this. So she has no memory. What? What do you all talk about? I not see anything. Of course you can't see anything. You weren't with us at the time, so it's not in your memory. In his bid to defy me, Kuja tried to acquire Alexander. An incident 10 years ago started everything. So, guess what? That's right. It's time we head back. But first, I'll pick this up because it's here. And back we go to Lindblom. I am debating if I should cut this out or not, as the trek back gets longer and longer each and every time, and I can only imagine how entertaining it is. But then again, I may or may not get more frustrated as time goes on, which in of itself can be entertaining. So Nero and Nero and Nero and Nero aren't here. I better go look. How many of you are there? That statue looks fun. A storm. Is that the trigger? I think so. I'll be right back if it's not. Right? Make this easier on myself if I do that. Surely that'll help. Yep, that was the trigger. Wow. So Nero and Nero and Nero and Nero and Pinero aren't here. Ooh woo. I better go look. Ooh woo. Oh, okay. Maybe not. Oh, no, he's right here. I didn't even mean to walk there. While I was at work, I did. I played some Sims. Got some more achievements from that, but that game is glitchy as fuck, so it is quite the workaround just to get achievements fairly. Because it disables the ability to get achievements if you cheat, which makes sense, I get it. But then, program your game to actually work. But that's a whole case and a half we're not getting into in this series. Other Iron Giants. I really love their designs. Like, across all the games, I would say. More attack power? You don't need more attack power, buddy. without grinding. And again, I know I have all the best gear possible, but man, it's just too easy. Hey, what are you doing? You shouldn't go anywhere. There's a storm. Watch out, you're gonna get washed away. Dagger, I just saw a little girl on a ship and... Huh? I guess it was my imagination. Yeah, it had to be. What I just saw isn't one of my memories. What's going on? That was my memory. Why was Zidane able to see it? Zidane? Yeah, what's up, baby? You didn't imagine anything. She didn't even, like, wait. Like, I love that. She just flat out goes and talks about it. And he's not an idiot. He just figures it out. Wait, you saw it too? That means that little girl was you. But why was I able to see anything from your memory? I don't know. Hey, Garland, what's going on? Garland, can you hear me? Daddy? I feared Gaia's e-goblins more than anything. However, I decided to deal with them before they became a major problem. Wow. Also, guess what? That's right. That was another checkpoint. Here. So did my... Nah, of course it fucking didn't. That would've been too easy. Nero, Nero, Nero aren't here. Ooh. I better go look. Ooh. And back we go. Yeah. What is that thing? That eye. It's the same eye I saw on the night of the storm in the sea. Zidane, can you hear me? Zidane, what you just saw was from your memory and not Garnet's. What? I don't ever remember being in a storm at sea. You still don't understand. You will find out soon enough. What do you mean? Can other people's memories become part of my own? Garland! Once you accept everything, the answer will appear before you. Lame. A tremendous force was summoned to Gaia during the Age of War. However, the Gaians were not ready to harness so great a power. They were terrified and broke the jewel into 4 pieces, and they prayed never to see it again. Cool. More importantly, Rune Claws, Amaranth's ultimate weapon. Our main party now has their ultimate and pretty much their final setup here. I mean, we can tweak it here and there depending on stuff, but, you know. Also, that's a checkpoint. Don't get stuck. No! Oh my god. Getting back this time is such a pain. Yeah, I might as well just drop by the end. Nope. Zidane. Stop it. Thank you. Yes, I still want the same old party. Thank you. Like, I'd understand if I took Zidane out. But I don't. So let me keep the same party. Alright. Get in. Nero, 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 and Nero aren't here. Ooh. I better go look. Ooh. Let me guess, it's the stupid virus guy. Yes, Chimera. Goody, goody, goody. Oh my god. Why? Okay, thank God. So, Tiamat. He is interesting. Steel-wise. He has the blood sword, the feather boots, and a grand helm. The blood sword is in the common slot, which sounds great until you remember this is like the end of the game. So maybe there's some symbolism I'm not catching there. But also the grand helm is not a unique item. So I'm sorry, not the grand helm is not a unique item. We have one right now. The most dangerous thing about Tiamat is that he has Twister, which deals random wind damage. If your party negates wind damage or absorbs it, it's useless. So his strategy will be, as you see, to cast Float and Twister. But that's hardly a threat by this point in the game. He will go down without any problem. Just a matter of chipping away at his health. Not much thought to him. Oh. Go ahead. Absorb his magic. He's not using it. Just stealing, buddy. Wasted a turn. I do like the background for this fight, though. The eye. Oh. Absorb strength. Okay, you know, that's actually a pretty good move. Doing that on Amaranth, that makes sense. Thank God Zidane can't talk. Won't say anything un-PC. Granted, he has been pretty tame the past few episodes. Oh, I love that death cry. Effort. Yay. And guess what? That is another checkpoint. Why? Yes, let's put in the same party. Thank you. Ugh. Zanero and Banero and Janero and Janero and Panero and Banera and Zanera and Janera aren't here. Ooh-woo. I better go look. Ooh-woo. Ah. Ah. Okay, so far so good. No. No. Why? Up. Up. My notes say... Okay. Why? No more. He looks so happy, too. Just bopping along to the music. Oh. Okay, well, just in case I'm gonna do an outro, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you're all doing great. Keep those toes wiggling, keep your flip flops clean, brush your milk, don't do school, and eat your teeth. Makes you big and strong. Have a good one. Bye bye.